Hello, everyone. I am 17 years old, and I promise you I'm 17, mostly because part of my daily regimen is trying to keep my face clear of zits and try and keep my voice from cracking too much. And you might see it here today because it happens. Whenever I'm speaking to people, it seems that my voice likes to go a little bit higher than it should. So I'm here today because I want to talk to you about learning how to fit in and learning how to fit in with yourself. So 17 years old, it's difficult to really fit in with myself because I'm trying to fit in with so many other people. Now, I'm really here today too because I've started this little company, I'm telling you, called Tanner ODell Productions. Now, I am on a journey to the top, is what I say, because this totally represents me. And ever since I was 12 years old, I have wanted to be this celebrity chef. So I'm going to take you on a little journey back to middle school for me, because this is where it all started. How many of you really remember middle school? I'm not saying that you're old, I promise, but lots of you like to block that out of your mind. It wasn't the best time of your life. So what I'm going to tell you is how I really discovered my passion, and my passion really is cooking and entertaining. So I was this 12-year-old going into 7th grade. It really started that summer before I went into 7th grade. And I would stay up until like 3 in the morning watching the Food Network. And, not very many 12-year-olds were watching the Food Network, especially late into the night during the summer, where I could be doing anything else, hanging out with my friends maybe, regular 7th grade things. But no, I was home watching the Food Network, and I was watching all these amazing people that totally captured my attention and just made me interested in learning more. I mean, I even started reading books about food. And the thing is, I would not read a book ever in my life before this. I was totally against reading. I used Spark Notes for any kind of assignment that I had in class, and lots of you probably know what I'm talking about. Now, as soon as I found this passion, I wanted to read, I wanted to find more. I got these huge dictionary kinds of books, huge encyclopedias on food that were literally this thick. Now, I'd flip through those, like no pictures either. So how is it keeping my attention? It's all this amazing information that I'm just able to take in. Now, my speech, it's called You Need to Fit In Before You Can Stand Out. Now, the thing is, you have to fit in with yourself. And welcome to, middle school, welcome to high school, where I'm going to school and telling people how excited I am about cooking and telling them about this newfound passion that I have. And all of a sudden, I'm getting totally shut down. In middle school, you're either in or you're out. And that status changes very frequently. I mean, you could be in one day and totally out the next day. So I was going and telling people about this amazing feeling that I have about cooking, all this new knowledge that I've gained, and then totally being shoved out. I have this great story that I like to tell, and it's all about, me sitting at a table with fellow 7th grade guys. And what are 7th grade guys always talking about? Girls. So I'm sitting at this table full of my 7th grade friends, and one dude is like, oh my gosh, look at that chick, she's so hot. And then the other dude is like, oh yeah, well, she looks way better coming than going, look at that butt. Then all of a sudden, a guy at another table stands up and he's like, hey, that's my girlfriend you're talking about. And then all of a sudden, now all these 7th graders are standing up defending their 7th grade manliness, while I'm sitting at the table looking at my lasagna saying, this lasagna would be way better with a garlic bechamel sauce. And boom, like that, I am out, totally out. And really, I didn't know what I did necessarily. And guys, we're kind of like that. We don't really know what we do to be all of a sudden out of the circle. So I was just, shoving everything now back into my head and trying to take back everything that I said to all my friends. No, I don't like to cook, I promise. It's just, I just kind of thought it was cool there for a second, but let me shove it all back into my head. So all this knowledge that I found, all this fun stuff that I learned, I shoved it all back into my head, went home, and I found the internet. So I was like, oh my gosh, these people on the internet can't judge me. They don't really know who I am. I can put recipes up. I can put all this great information up online, and I don't really care what they say. So here we go. Now I can share all this knowledge with people that I don't know, and I don't have to be judged for it. Now, this it was great. It was great, but it was difficult on my school life because still I had this great passion to share, and there wasn't too much feedback coming back. Lots of the great feedback that I did have was from, a magazine, being able to be published in the magazine, and then all of a sudden being published in another magazine and getting all this credit online. And then the thing that helped me with the most was gain some credibility, kind of some stuff that I can go back and tell the kids at school that I'm having such a hard time trying to fit in with. Kind of tell them, okay, I have some credibility behind me. This is something that I really want to do. This is something that I not only want to do, but I can do. And here's why. Because I've been published in a magazine, I've been on TV, I've been on the radio, I've been doing all this great stuff. But no matter what, I was still always kind of just shut out. And the big person that really shut me out was myself. I had this voice in the back of my head that whenever I wanted to share something, whenever I wanted to share, all this great information about food, this dude in the back of my head was like, hey, don't say that. That's stupid. People are going to totally shut you out. Don't say that. So finally, after being in the magazine, after just learning everything about food, kind of getting my feet under me, being really just excited to share this, I finally learned how to shut him off. So I have 3 tips. Now, these are 3 of my experiences that have helped me really learn to fit in with myself. Because as soon as I started fitting in with myself, I learned how much I can stand out. Now, I have 3 tips. Tip number 1 is to be a wannabe. I've been a wannabe celebrity chef ever since I was 12 years old. Ever since I first watched Alton Brown doing crazy, wacky things on Good Eats on the Food Network, I've just been totally drawn in. And I've been a wannabe. And usually being a wannabe is a bad thing. Usually you don't want to be a wannabe, you just want to be. So all of a sudden I was like, okay, so this is what's getting me up out of bed every morning. I'm just so motivated, and the whole reason I'm this self-motivated is because I'm a wannabe. Now, my second, I don't need any volunteers for this. My second tip is to show your butt. I mean, you can be a volunteer if you want, but this takes a little bit of explaining because my generation, Generation Y, is all of the sudden this really awkward generation, especially all of, you older guys. You're looking down at us and you're like, seriously, they like to do that? They like to watch that on TV? We're watching weird things on TV. We're doing awkward things. But the thing about that is we're starting to own that. We like that awkwardness. We're watching all those TV shows because we connect with those people in that way. It's just, we connect with them because they show us the real side of them. They show us how they are a real person, and they embrace their awkwardness. So this tip, this really helped me because, I used to say lots of things that maybe I didn't mean, and lots of us do it too. You might get some, that's what she said remarks, but I've learned that you really, truly have to just own what you say, own what you do, because all that awkwardness that's coming out, that's just you. You just have to embrace that and show people how much you embrace that, because then they're going to be just totally captured by you, like they're captured by these TV shows, because all of a sudden you're real and you're being, who you want to be, and that's really the future of this generation, is really standing out, being who you want to be. And I kind of have to go back to high school with this stuff because, being awkward, being different is just so hard. People just do not like you. Even in the business world, being awkward and weird sometimes will make you money, but sometimes it totally shuts the door. So it's really learning to fit in with yourself to be able to really let this stuff shine. Number 3 is walk away. Now, whenever I say this word, I always think of the Kelly Clarkson song, the just walk away, just walk away. Just walk away, just walk away. So this is what I want you to think about. Every time you hear the word walk away, think of that song. Kind of helps you, and there you go, I'm showing my awkwardness for you. But really being able to walk away is hard, especially in high school, especially even younger than high school, because there's so many opportunities for you, and lots of those opportunities are not good opportunities. There's lots of them that you're going to make mistakes. You're going to take those opportunities and then regret it because you really should not have done that. So throughout these 3 tips, I've just really learned that you have to really combine all of these to learn how much you stand out. Now, we have a little play for you, just a little role, because I like to tell you, how I really deal with a tough situation in high school. So, welcome to high school. Welcome my volunteer, Emily.
Tanner.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. Hey, you want a drink?
Freeze. Okay, so welcome to high school. This is what happens, Okay, lots of these pressures of high school are just going to really hit you. So how do I deal with this situation? Okay, so number 1 is my awkward laugh, my wannabe laugh, because in my head I'm like, oh, okay, I know what I want to be. I want to be that celebrity chef. Now I'm going to add my little awkwardness. I'm just going to laugh. I'm just not going to say anything. I'm just totally going to laugh at her. Number 2, I'm going to show my butt. Because guess what? As soon as I show my butt, then I get to walk away. And then I'm going to be singing that song all the way to the bank, too, all the way to the Food Network. So we can unfreeze.
Tanner, are you sure? Come on, man.
Oh. It works, I promise you. But to be able to do that, you have to fit in with yourself, because guess what? That guy in the back of your head, the back of my head, is going to be going, oh yeah, take a drink of it, take a drink of it. That's going to make you cool. You're going to fit in. So to be able to truly fit in with yourself, you have to be able to walk away. You have to be able to do these 3 things and show people your butt, walk away onto bigger and better things. Okay, so what I really want you to take away from this talk today is how to fit in with yourself. And this is just it's an idea that really is worth sharing. I believe that, the whole purpose of TED is to bring an idea that is really, truly worth sharing. And this idea is so simple. It's just so extremely simple. But innovation, it all starts when you start fitting in with yourself. And it starts in high school. And it can start even before that, because especially this day and age, we have so many opportunities that are available to us. We're just blind to them most of the time. And we're mostly blind to them because of that guy in the back of our head that's like, hey, that's stupid. No one's going to like that. So it's a big deal to really try and fit in with yourself. And at any age, it's important to learn how to fit in with yourself. So this is what I want you to take away. Innovation really starts with fitting in with yourself. To fit in with yourself, you have to be a wannabe, you have to show your butt, and you have to walk away. Just walk away. And no matter how old you are, anything is possible, because as soon as you walk away, you're walking on to bigger and better things. Things that, your dream, you've only dreamt of before. Things are so just within your reach, whether you think it or not, especially in high school, even outside of high school. I keep referencing high school because that's where I am right now, And there's so many opportunities right in front of me. And there's so many opportunities right in front of everyone else, too. But it's the people that really fit in with themselves that aren't blind to that stuff anymore. And they realize, okay, yeah, I'm just going to go chase this dream, and I don't care what anyone thinks about it. So social media has been huge for me. If you want to, you can tweet with this. That's the whole point of this. But what this also brings attention to is a hashtag, because welcome, to the world of hashtags and the world of trends. There's trends coming in, there's trends going out. And this is one trend that I want to stay. So I want all of you to help me promote this trend, help people really become comfortable with themselves. Now, you can tweet me and email me and stuff if you'd like about this as well. So now it's your turn. Because, no matter what age you are, no matter where you come from, no matter any of that stuff, you always have an opportunity to truly learn about yourself, learn about your strengths, truly fit in with yourself, because the sky is the limit. Now, every day I am trying to keep the zits off my face. I'm trying to make sure my hair looks good, trying to, go to school still every day. But on top of that, I'm also trying to run this future company, run this dream that I have. And it's possible for anyone to do that. So, to truly be successful, to truly be innovative, it all starts with fitting in with yourself, because once you fit in with yourself, you truly will realize how much you stand out. Thank you very much. Now it's your turn.